I'm Richalvarez, and you're watching Wiki Richie.
Now, if you're a normal person with good taste, you probably like Batman, and you've probably seen Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy. I've seen them dozens of times.
I bet you have.
It was 4 years ago that Nolan presented us with The Dark Knight, the second installment in his Batman series, but shortly before the movie was released, actor Heath Ledger sadly passed away. Now, I won't be talking about the details of his death. Instead, I'll be talking about the effects his death had on the Batman series, specifically the newest film, The Dark Knight Rises. Aren't you being just a little bit insensitive, Richalvarez? For the sake of this discussion, no. Tim Burton's 1989 Batman film reinvented the superhero genre on screen, giving us hope after several pieces of shit like Superman 3 and 4, but it also started a terrible trend. Joker's a good character and stuff, so how about we kill him off in the first movie? Yeah, that seems like a good idea. I can't stress enough how annoying it is in superhero films when they kill off villains. In comics, villains get captured so that they can wreak havoc once again at a later time. This is the only reason Arkham Asylum exists. But wouldn't it be easier for Batman to just kill his enemies? That's the point! It's not about what's easy! This trend in Hollywood superhero films finally ended with Batman Begins. The Scarecrow lives so that we could see him again in the movies to follow. Ra's al Ghul died, but he dies all the time, so it was expected, and I knew we'd be seeing him again one way or another anyway.
But it was The Dark Knight that saw perhaps the greatest thing to ever happen in a superhero film.
That's right, the Joker. Insane, evil, chaotic, and funny, played brilliantly by Heath Ledger. And the best part of all, he doesn't die at the end. He gets taken away, hinting so very strong that he will appear in the next film. Finally, a Batman series that has the Joker coming back every time because there is no way to stop him. Yes! But wait, Heath Ledger died. So what does that mean? I waited patiently for Nolan to deliver us the details on who would be replacing Ledger. As sad as it was, I knew that he had to be replaced. When making a Batman movie where the Joker has already been introduced and is obviously in Arkham Asylum, you can't leave him out of the story. That was the whole point of keeping him alive at the end of The Dark Knight. Richalvarez, I don't think that it happened that way. I know, I'm getting to that! When the news came that Bane and Catwoman were the official villains of the film, and that the Joker would not even make one stupid cameo, I was appalled. Yes, Heath Ledger was awesome, and it sucks that he died, but no! No! He was not the only person in the world who can play the Joker. It's not fair. This was their chance to do it right. Have someone in a dark corner where you can barely see his face if that's what it takes.
Well, there's obviously nothing anyone can do about that now, but what I can do is present some of my theories on what could have been.
And I have a pretty good idea on what would have been included in the third film if Heath Ledger hadn't died. We can assume that Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns would have still been the main inspiration for the film. Thugs take over Gotham, and perhaps Bane would still have been a part of that. Once Batman returned to the action, the Joker would have immediately busted out of Arkham. Why wouldn't he do so before? Because there's no point in leaving Arkham if Batman's not around. That's just the way Joker thinks. We can therefore assume that the Joker's subplot would follow the comic fairly well, with the Joker framing his death on Batman, making the manhunt on Batman that much more severe. And I believe Nolan would have put a twist on it. In the end, once Batman had stopped the gangs and/or Bane, the Joker would have revealed himself to be behind it all just to get Batman out of retirement and create unstoppable chaos in Gotham.
Why does this work so much better than what we saw in The Dark Knight Rises? Well, I'll explain it to you, but I'll have to spoil a few things.
Bane comes to Gotham and successfully holds the city hostage by turning a clean energy reactor into a nuclear device, causing a panic when no one is allowed to leave, believing the bomb will go off if they do so. In the end, it is revealed that it was all a plot by Ra's al Ghul's daughter Talia, and that she wants to finish what her father started by blowing up the city. Wait, what? Defer? Does anyone else see a problem here? If you don't, I'll explain. Ra's al Ghul and the League of Shadows are a secret society that destroys cities when they become corrupt. And they do it with ninja stealth precision. No one ever knows that they are behind it because they don't leave a trace, like putting plague rats on trade ships and etc. In Batman Begins, Ra's shows up in town the night he intended to sack it. You don't threaten the city for months only to bomb them. What was the f***ing point? If she really wanted to follow in her father's footsteps, she should have just used the bomb the moment she got it. And she could have even done it before any hostages were taken, because Bruce Wayne handed her the bomb on a f***ing silver platter. And she had Bane and the doctor guy under her employ, so it wasn't impossible for her to do so. How much better would it have been if the Joker was the one who was behind Bane? Then holding the city hostage only to blow it up would have made a lot more sense, because he's the f***ing Joker and he gets his kicks from messing with people. The bomb going off would have just been his final twisted joke. All in all, there are about a dozen different ways the Joker would have improved the film. But with that said, I still enjoyed The Dark Knight Rises and it was a good movie. It just didn't live up to my expectations. Maybe the next time they reboot the Batman series, it will be perfect. But something tells me Nolan will have done it the best for a long time to come.
Well, that's all I have to say about that. I'm Richalvarez, this is Wiki Richie. Good day. Wiki Richie, every Wednesday on youtube.com/Richalvarez. Wiki Richie Wednesdays on the Richalvarez channel.
Please subscribe! It's free and easy, just like telling me which Batman villain is your favorite. Oh, and by the way, click on the moving thumbnail to watch our newest interactive adventure, Water Wars 2. Hooray!
Don't forget to like us on Facebook and also follow us on Twitter. Tweet.